increase in foreclosure starts. So what we're going to look at today, guys, is we're going to look at the
Good
data,
term.
and it will be
Foreclosure
referenced
starts.
in my description
Data.
below.
Love
but
it.
we're going to look at the data from Black Knight, who
Black
ultimately
Knight. Good
reports
name.
once a
Seems
month
like we'll
on
be checking in
foreclosures and
see if I get that
delinquencies
inch
that are
on the
going on
peacock.
across the nation. So what we're going to
Come
look
in
at
one of
is
those videos
how
you
many
recording.
people are really going
Yeah,
into
what about Black
foreclosure?
Knight?
Is it going to give
Peacock.
us enough much needed inventory, and will things get worse? So we're going to dive into all of that data right now. I'm going to go over the data, and I'm also going to share my opinion. Now remember, you guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm an opinion sharer. I'm a realtor in Houston, a loan officer in Texas. And if you guys could, please like this video for me.
Know Black
comment
Knight?
on it.
Me?
I really learn
like
from your comments, but other
and
people
the field
also
theory,
learn
brother.
from your comments. I see people engaging. I am so proud of you guys. But also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I would definitely appreciate that. Now we're going to get started on foreclosures right now, and I believe that's a really, really important subject, because I believe, essentially from here on out, things are only going to get worse, and it's going to give us more inventory, which again is really, really needed in this market. I'm not saying I want people to go broke or to be homeless.
That's why,
I'm not saying that at all, but this is data that we really are going to need to sit back and analyze and watch, so that we can see
they're
and
going to
monitor
help somebody through it. Hermetic key, you're still going to have questions, not really know, especially if you're not platform.
Here's their February numbers, so they're about a month
real estate
to 5 weeks
Penn's
behind.
Row
But
is what
as
I
you
do.
can see here, and this is really what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the delinquency rate, right? The delinquency rate is essentially a forward-looking trend of people that can potentially go into foreclosure. So the month over this, and this is all month over month, just so you guys know. So the delinquency rate is up by 1.8%, and I suspect that this number is only going to go up from here on out, because again, inflation, school loans, EIDL loans, and a potential recession. But month over month, 1.8%. Any raise in that number is not good. You know, essentially not good for homeowners, but for home buyers, that may mean more inventory. I don't like to see this. I don't want people to get hurt, but it's up 1.8%. But here's what's interesting: even though foreclosure starts are up 540% year over year, they're down 24% month over month. So that's kind of good news if you're struggling, for struggling homeowners.
Pop over here.
It's also, it's also an indication that even though it's down 24%, we're still going to get an influx of foreclosures to the market. But month over month, foreclosures are actually down.
This is actually number, so in this one, because this is a smaller pipe, this one becomes this, and then to do all that, that means that F1 plus F2 equals minus F1, and then you the water, because of the pressure and the valve to the diameter of what the flow rate would be.
And I really hope
uphill,
that if
downhill,
you got a chance to
what's up,
what's to get a 2 or 3%. I hope you did it. I did. I have a 2.125.
What is up? What is down?
I absolutely love it. Obviously, delinquency rate up 1.8% for
in the desert.
Down 24%. Now again, that's month over month. So overall, it's a little bit mixed. Again, I see the delinquency rate going up
in one
form
is trees.
Quite frankly, it's getting a lot more expensive to live, and some
Adobe.
of the factors of things going up haven't even started yet, like the school loans, EIDL loans, and property taxes, and things like that. Now let's go to a map of the United States just to kind of go over state by state to see what percentage of people, of homeowners, are actually in
Camp 1, Camp 2, Camp 2.
Okay, guys, again, this is from Black Knight. I suggest that anyone that wants to monitor delinquencies and foreclosures go to Black Knight and look at their data. It's really good data, guys. Now, this is non-current rate by state, which is essentially meaning that the homeowners in delinquency, right? They're not current on their mortgage. And if you see here, now here's my home state of Texas. I'm really surprised by 4.4% in Texas, because Texas is comparatively, it's pretty affordable here, so I'm really surprised that 4.4% is non-current. That's a shocker to me. And I'm also really surprised that California is only 2.3%.
I could color them whatever way I want. This is an easy map once I got it done. It's this one. I just trace it out. What do you mean I just trace it out? I take my book, I put it over this piece of paper on this screen right here, hit the pause button, don't touch anything, trace it out.
Overpriced. But look at these states here, Louisiana, look at these states right here, 86.8%.
Change them into these numbers, Florida, and do a page with those numbers, and just do a page of the circuitry, what is America, and put it on Fox, damn it, CNBC.
4.1, 4.6. So the East Coast is actually doing so
Face the Nation Warhammer table,
man. Far, but these southern states right here, for some reason, it's actually a lot of people are going into delinquency status.
Okay, this is one common, two common. There's a difference in bandwidth. You don't want, you want these guys right here, these cants, probably foundation stuff, and you want them to be graded appropriately to what those ends cut off are going to do.
Maybe those southern states are doing poorly like that because of
everything else in the company.
It's really important to note, you guys, that the job market is essentially going to prop things up for a while, right? That's why recession is so bad. That's why I'm always saying if we go into a recession, that's going to be the catalyst that pops the housing market bubble, because we need jobs in the job market.
Terracotta Army right here to the inputs on the outputs pay for my house, my kids, my dog, my car.
Households have more money now in savings than they ever have in the history. So not all families, granted, a lot of people are still struggling.
And I know the numbers.
A lot of people still
Safety
have
guys got to do it. Managers got to do it. How you come across the polarization, three-phase motor with 4 wires.
I'm sorry, I don't know why Texas is so high, in my opinion, and I don't know why California is so low, but I believe that map is going to constantly start changing, and we're going to start seeing things
constant
shift,
teaching, fundamental
during a recession. I think that all
some
of that
truth
is
table you're missing. They're probably missing that index to, I mean, you're walking into Amazon, I'm sure they got one, but on what bandwidth?
So hopefully you're starting to get used to this form by now, and again, I want you guys to go here yourself, really analyze the data,
you're probably going to be alright.
Delinquency, okay, this is really what I'm focused on, delinquency.
And it plays through on resumes, like the real estate or delinquencies.
I'm sorry, delinquencies right now on an average is 3.36%.
Back to
3.36% of households are currently delinquent. To me, that's a big number. Maybe historically it's not.
Usually you'll have one of these, and only
right?
if I could rationalize to this fine gentleman.
44%, but again, remember, that's because during the pandemic, a lot of people
different. You're talking about, like, I'm going to take this negative 273 Kelvin.
This next number seems super inflated. Check this out. So this number right here, 541%, which was on my thumbnail, that's
90-day training methodology so I can get your brain chemistry out so you don't come kicking and screaming at me like a lot of Jim's team does.
I'm really pointing to 541%
because you're teaching them a lot of the fundamentals. When I teach you the track and get you some
delinquency. Look at the actual foreclosures. That's up 0.31%.
We'll get into them later.
Monthly change 9.35%. You guys, that is a pretty big change, month over month change.
Taking on the Turk, the wave functions, programming an Arduino, getting a breadboard running.
Now foreclosure starts. We have 25,000 additional foreclosure starts in the month of February.
Again,
month over month
for me,
change, negative 24%.
This is the real estate of a mathematician, right? Think about why foreclosures start at a huge number like that, because one, NP.
That is astonishing. This is also a good chart down here, you guys.
Not super competitive
and
like
look at
that,
1 year ago. Delinquencies were at 6%.
I need to know
this is because of COVID.
real estate of a relay factory, right? You're getting heavy stuff.
Okay?
But
see, these are all
if you set up
and then we,
this little light bulb come on. Power source, resistor, light bulb, right? Power source over here, to this type, to that type, whatever. There's this one, there's this one. They're the same thing but different, right? The capacitor teaching you something. You got different numbers of how the circuit works with being in a tight form.
Those numbers are up,
with two different LEDs, or I forget exactly what I was doing here. I'd have to take the course again. But again, if you take this logic that way, this little light right here, once you pull out one of these numbers here, will actually blink. It'll blink at you. And only in the world where you did all this right, time. Go through the books, do a review, time. It's like, let's see what you get.
And property taxes. My property taxes on one of my houses,
bunny right here.
The assessed value went up $80,000. Okay, so and tax rates in Texas 3%, right? 3 to 3.5%. So I have to pay an additional 3%.
Less is more, more is less in some of this stuff.
So that's
like,
gonna hurt.
to some people, but if you really knew what you're doing, you're gonna probably come out huge on being that kind of changeover. And people need houses. There will.
Gas prices surging. So there's going to be a lot more expenses coming down the pipeline that I believe are going to put everyday normal Americans and homeowners
again, what do you get by doubling down in it, by teaching the information? You the face on it, you are responsible to it, but it also comes to tone. Have financial security, it's usually what's the undertone here, to diagrams in general, the pie on the line would correlate to right-hand prime.
Nevertheless, you guys, we still have to analyze the data.
Even if it's 1 degree over that number, we would all
increase from a foreclosure standpoint. What's also really interesting to note, guys, is a lot of people have been telling me, a lot of my subscribers have been telling me, and that's why